do it with intensity or not at all.
Welcome to the Intensity Podcast. I'm your host, Hans the Hammer Hartleben. How you guys doing out there? It's the 15th of September. School's back in. That's what we touched on last week. This week, we paid tribute to 9/11, the horrible terrorist attack, the Twin Towers in New York. 2,976 people lost their lives. Almost 3,000 human beings. It's a tragic event, and we all remember, most of us remember where we were that day and what we were doing. But a lot of people are forgetting, or they're not being taught, they're not seeing value in that catastrophe. And I think that's human nature. To forget. A lot of horrible event that day, stories that day. But I'm gonna highlight one awesome one positive one. Not a lot of positives that day, right? But Pasquale Bazzelli, the man who surfed 18 stories, 18 floors, and lived to tell the tale. Pasquale was on the 64th floor that day. When the building was attacked, he started making his way down. Made it down to about the 22nd floor when the North Tower collapsed. They say he surfed on a piece of, obviously, the floor, and the floor was encapsulated. It kind of shielded his fall. There was a pocket in which he survived, which is amazing. He was knocked out for a couple hours, they reckon. But EMS found him alive with only a broken ankle. Broken foot and sprained ankle. I'm sorry. Check that. Fact check me. Scratches, bruises, the whole deal, but he was okay. What a miraculous event. And I never knew about that until this year. Apparently, he went into a very deep depression, survivor's guilt. Why me? Such a horrible, tragic event. Such a tragedy that apparently that is a very common condition. But now he is alive and he is well, and he is a structural engineer, and he always was, ironically enough. But what a rescue they made on him. What a story on a positive note. All right, let's get to business. Business. We're going to talk about some leadership. The 4 types of employees. I touched on them before, but you guys weren't listening. And do you have to love it? All right, we'll start with that, actually. Do you have to love what you're doing? I talk about it so much, but I'm open-minded. I'm an optimistic, open-minded individual. I like to see all sides. Points of view. I'm open to it all. Then I make my decision. And yeah, I'm outspoken about it. It comes after some thought, lots of thought, and I can change my mind. Can you? Anyways, I talk about, God, you got to find something you love in life. It's the only way it works, that passion. It's the only way it works for me, or has worked. But can you learn to love something else that's not your passion? Can you learn to love it? Selling cars, I did not like it. I mean, it's not some type of rocket science, right? But it's a good industry. It can be very fun. And it can be very rewarding. So I learned to really like it, and I even loved it at one point. But what if you don't develop that love? Can't you still make a good career out of it? You see the value. I think you have to see the value in it, though. You got to at least see the value in what you're doing, that you're going to accomplish something. I think that is the biggest takeaway here. You got to be able to go to work and accomplish something and feel that sense of accomplishment when you leave. You don't have to absolutely love it. So that's contradictory, right? For what I've been saying in the previous episodes. I think you can earn a wonderful living doing something you don't absolutely love. I think you can do good and you can be accomplished. Think about it. I think you can just set goals for yourself, stay busy, stay active, then go home. Focus on your home life, your family life. I think that is 100% doable. What do you guys think? I talk so much about having to love what you're doing. But in reality, you don't always find it. Or it's not feasible for you to do right now. What do you do in the meantime? Get with a good company, something you can get behind, a product you can get behind, a service, even a person, a boss you can get behind, that you see value in, the vision. There's got to be a vision there. Since we're talking about employees, I want to go right into the 4 types of employees. The 4 types of employees. There is employee A. Okay, and we're going to use for the analogy sake a garbage can. Okay, so employee A sees the garbage is full. He or she identifies that. Does not have to be told, does not have to be cued, prodded, or pushed. Just goes and changes the garbage. Takes that bag out, throws it in the dumpster, puts a new bag in. Not a word. That's big because the awareness is high. I keep talking about awareness, but you guys, it's pretty fucking important. There's only so many people that are going to tell you to take the garbage out. Anyways, employee B comes to you and says, "What do you want me to do, boss? I'm ready to rock." Well, see that garbage can right there? Yep. It's full, so you could take out the garbage. Got it. Boom. They go and do it. In fact, employee B does it all the time. Everything you ask. They keep coming back. You keep putting tasks on their plate, and they keep delivering. They get it done. They get shit done. That's a great employee. You'd want as many employee Bs as you could get your hands on. He didn't notice that the garbage was full and just do it, because that would be really helpful. Because you'd need less management in your system. It would take less work to keep this employee productive. but they get it done. Employee C is you see, get it? No pun intended. You identify that the garbage needs to be taken out, but you can't find them. Employee C, where is him? Where is she? Where is he? Where is him? You find him, and then you go tell him, hey, you got to take the garbage out. All right, take the garbage out. Employee D, you can't even find. Nowhere to be found. Gone. Kind of funny. Kind of true. Which one are you? A, B, C, or D? Can people find you? I know if you go to Lowe's, and I try not to go to Lowe's, these people make an entire shift out of hiding from people. You can't find them. You ever need something and you go to Lowe's and you're desperate, you're hustling. You don't want to waste anybody's time. I don't want to have to come and ask you. Trust me. But when I need help can you at least make eye contact with me? What aisle are the fucking 2x4s? I would know where the 2x4s were, but other little shit. 2x4s are in the yard. Well, not at Lowe's. They're actually inside. All right, so where the fuck are the 2x4s? It's really quick. Tell me, but they don't know half the time. So they hide. Their whole shift, their number one goal is to run and hide from customers. They look busy, don't they? They're running around and doing this with their face, with their mouth, with their hands, and and then they hustle. But they're hustling around. They're getting their steps in, about 40,000 steps, hiding from people. It's nuts. And you got to flag these folks down. You got to be strategic. To find someone to help you at Lowe's, you got to be strategic. You got to cut them off. You got to act like you're not looking for anything. You got to act like you got it all under control, and then you side-eye them, and you see where they're headed, and you run and cut them off. Hey, excuse me. Boom. And you got to be in close proximity to them, otherwise they're going to act like they don't hear you. And I'm so fucking loud, it's unbelievable. It's hilarious. It's hilarious until you actually need something and need it quick. So are you that employee that hides all day at Lowe's? Are you the employee that's really not around, kind of just hanging around, kind of talking to people, and then, oh, what's that? The garbage. What about it? It's full. Oh, can you take it out? Yeah, I guess so. Are you employee B? What do you need? I got it. Garbage. Done. Consider it done. Boom. And it is done every time. Or are you employee A that sees the garbage? You're around. You're right there. You're actually everywhere. You're everywhere. There's a problem. You're findable. You're solving the problem before it even materializes into a problem. That's employee A. Solutions, ideas that matter, ideas that move the needle forward. Let's talk a little bit about leadership. What's your opinion of leadership? Are you a leader? Do you want to be a leader? If you're not a leader, do you want to be a leader? We can't all be leaders. By design, the world needs ditch diggers, if you will. There's a lot of days I'd rather be digging a ditch too, by the way. Get my workout in real quick like. But is leadership, there's some philosophies on this. Some theories that leadership is a born trait. I'm working up a sweat here, Intensity Studios. That's how it's got to be. People are too quiet. Don't even make me get into how quiet people speak at restaurants or at any cashier. Let's go back to Lowe's. Cashiers are mumbling. What? How would I possibly hear you? My hearing's perfect. So far, so good. But I can hear you kind of barely, but I can't understand your words. And they do this all day? You have people saying, what? Oh, I'm sorry, the really polite people. I'm past being polite. I'm still polite. I'm still polite about it. I'm sorry I didn't hear what you said, but I'm direct about it, I guess. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm direct about asking them to repeat themselves because I had no idea. I say, I have no idea what you said. What is it with people mumbling at such a low tone? Decibel rates, tiny. Nobody likes somebody loud. I want a loud person when I've got to take direction or tell them. They got to tell me how much money I owe them. I want somebody I can hear. I don't think leaders mumble. Leaders give eye contact. I would consider myself a leader. I'm leading a company. Got about 160 coaches. If I wasn't, I don't think we'd be in business 12, 13 years. I don't mumble. I mean, at least like me or hate me or whatever. You're going to know after I get done speaking with you what I'm talking about. You're going to know what I feel. You're not going to have to say, what? I can't hear you. I didn't understand a word you said. At least you get it. You might not like it, but you get it. So many people are reading books, podcasts, going to seminars on how to be a leader. Trying to learn to be a leader. Can you learn that trait? I don't think it's a skill. Is it a skill? Don't you have to have something in deep in the heart that makes people want to follow you? Is it some creative, skillful, strategic dialogue you need? Bullshit. I'd say 90% of leadership is born. And the 10% can come from life experience. So if you had a really, really tough upbringing, let's say you had to take care of your brother and sister. Mom or dad was not around. You had to be a frickin' leader. You had absolutely no choice. You had to take care of your younger brother or sister. Can you imagine just the older sibling? Well, no, I can't do it. I don't know. I just can't get you on the bus. I'm not going to make you anything to eat. I mean, you have to fend for yourself. I mean, that can work too, tough love, but we're talking about something different. That older sibling had to have a vision for success and discipline. I bet dollars to donuts that when that older sibling looked at the younger siblings, looked them in the eye and said, this is the way it's going to fucking go. I need you on the bus right now because they don't have time to mess around. Don't you think? You think that older sibling The one that had to shit or get off the pot, that had to do or die, sink or swim? Do you think they were mumbling? So can you learn to be a leader? There's that 10%. Is it bigger than 10%? Bigger percentage? Is it 75% your born leadership? 10 you can learn? Learn to be effective in your communication? Maybe. I could see that, 10%. Because your communication tactic's huge, highly important. You have to get through to people. But isn't that possibly part of the hereditary aspect? Very few leaders that can't communicate. It's probably one of the biggest aspects, communication. But I really, really do believe life experience. Shit or get off the pot. I got to do this. I need to pull people together. I need them to get on board. Really, that's what leadership is, getting people on board. Taking them to a place they wouldn't have been without you. Getting other people on board to your vision and make them believe that it was their vision or it is their vision too. And if it's a good enough idea, that's easy to do. You can do that. People want to be pitched ideas. They want to be led. They want to be sold. Not enough salespeople anymore. Give me the pitch. I'm not talking about pitching BS stuff. I'm talking about pitch me on the vision. Sell me on what you got going here. If you love it, tell me. Put your hand out, lay it out. And then close me. Close the deal. Be a problem solver. So many people just going throughout their day not closing. You don't even have to be in sales to be a closer. We're all selling something, aren't we? Something of value, your services, the program you're a part of, that's got to be sold. Then you got to back it up. Because you can't just use words. Words aren't enough to be successful. You might work here and there, fast talk somebody, slick talk them. But the people who back it up are the ones that succeed. They succeed. Was that just reading about Joe Girard? Joe Girard, best car salesman in the world. Hang on a second. I know it's Joe Girard. Yep. He sold 15,000 cars in his lifetime. Retired at age 49. And I remember this goes way back. He sold 18 cars in one day. He sold like 700 in a month. I got to look at it. Doesn't matter. He was the best. Okay. Had like 5 staff members working for him. Clerical stuff. He didn't have time to do all the paperwork. He's out selling. He created a system and an organization inside the car dealership. He wasn't an owner. He broke the Guinness Book of World Records for most cars sold. How did he do it? He cared about people. Look him up. Holiday cards, handwritten holiday cards for every one of his clients. Birthday cards every one of them. He treated people like celebrities. Hospitality. He was the hero of hospitality, and everybody wanted to buy a car from Joe Girard. That's how he did it. Do you think these people would just keep coming back? Nobody wants a quick talking salesman that doesn't back it up. He had the passion and the power of persuasion, and he backed it up with hospitality. That's how he did it. Broke the Guinness Book of World Records. And at 49 years of age, he retired and became a public speaker and author. How many cars did he sell per month, 1 month? See if I can find it real quick. I don't want to waste your time. He sold 174. Did I say 700? I should know better than that. 174 cars in his best month. 13,000 retail. These are retail cars, not fleet vehicles. $1,400 in a year. Because he was the best hospitality guy. And you know he was a leader. Word of mouth. He also says something really neat. The average person knows 250 people. That has been verified by funeral directors and wedding planners. So he would say that one person he sold had 250 opportunities. And he used it. He got the referrals because he did his customers right, and they felt good referring somebody to him. And he took care of them. There's another 250. He's got 500 potential clients and 2 customers. Think about it. Everybody thinks there's some secret potion. And I've been saying this, and I'm going to keep saying it. The secret potion is the follow-up. The hospitality. Be the hero of hospitality and you will win. When you say you're going to text somebody back, you text them back. When you say you're going to call somebody, call them. You can't go through your life ghosting people. Talk about building bridges. Not ghosting people, that's not building bridges. That's just being good to your word. If you're not good to your word, you're sight unseen failure. Guaranteed. Shut it down. Shut it down, John Taffer. Shut it down. Because you have no hope. I'm going to plug our sponsor, Rehab Supplements Lab. Unlocking human potential. Specializing in cutting edge and sophisticated health supplements. RehabSups.com. Have you gone to the website yet? Don't you want the best? RehabSups.com. Live long, live strong. Man, are there some quality supplements there. You want to be strong. You want to live long. We're going to help you do that. You want to live strong. We're going to help you do that. What else is there? Gut health products. Got to clean your gut. No vitamins, no supplements can be absorbed if you got a clogged up gut. How often are you passing a stool? You got to go 2 to 3 times a day. That's a healthy stool. Floaters, not sinkers. We can get more into that. If you got something out of today, I'd like you to share it. I'd like you to like it and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, how could you watch this 30 minutes and not subscribe? It's insane. If you're going to do it with intensity, then do it. Do it with intensity
Or not at all.